The African savanna stretched out under the vast, pale blue sky, a seemingly endless ocean of golden grass. The air was still and warm, filled with the gentle hum of insects and the distant calls of unseen birds. It was a time of quiet and apparent peace, a brief pause in the savanna's daily cycle of life and death. In this tranquil setting, a small, determined creature began a journey of great importance. A mother honey badger, known as Kayla, emerged from her burrow, her movements deliberate and full of purpose. She carried a precious bundle, her newborn kit, a tiny, blind creature that was completely dependent on her mother's strength and courage. Kayla knew the dangers that lurked in the tall grasses and the shadows cast by the acacia trees. Her old burrow had become compromised, its entrance too exposed after a recent storm, making it a potential target for predators. A new, safer den awaited them, one she had dug days earlier, but it was a significant distance away. She had to cross open plains and navigate through territory claimed by much larger, more powerful animals. Carrying her kit gently in her mouth, she moved with a low, steady gait, her powerful legs propelling her forward. Every rustle of the leaves and snap of a twig made her pause, her sharp senses on high alert for any sign of trouble. The newborn kit, completely unaware of the peril, was a fragile weight in its mother's jaws. Kayla was a fortress of muscle and ferocity, but her maternal instincts made her cautious. She chose her path with immense care, sticking to the lower ground where the grass grew thickest, providing some measure of camouflage from prying eyes above. The sun beat down and the journey was tiring, but her resolve was unbreakable. The survival of her offspring was the only thought that drove her onward, a singular mission that overshadowed her own hunger and fatigue. The savanna was a place of unforgiving beauty, and she was just one small player in its grand, dramatic theatre. Her black and white coat, a stark warning to those who knew of her kind's reputation, offered little comfort in this vast, open space. Normally, a honey badger's fearless nature would be its greatest weapon. But today, Kayla's primary goal was not to fight, but to evade. She had to be a ghost, a shadow moving through the landscape unnoticed. She paused to listen, her small ears twitching, trying to separate the benign sounds of the wind from the potentially deadly footfalls of a predator. The scent of wild sage and dry earth filled her nostrils, but she was searching for a different, more threatening smell, the scent of danger that was an ever-present part of life on these plains. Unseen by Kayla, a different kind of hunter was watching from the branches of a marula tree. A leopard, its beautiful spotted coat a perfect camouflage among the dappled leaves, lay stretched out on a thick limb. Its yellow eyes, cold and calculating, followed the small, dark shape moving through the grass below. The leopard had been resting through the heat of the day, but the sight of the honey badger and her vulnerable kit stirred its predatory instincts. It was a risky target. Even leopards knew the ferocity of a honey badger, but the presence of the helpless newborn made the potential reward seem worth the effort. The big cat's muscles tensed in anticipation. With silent, fluid grace, the leopard descended from its perch, its padded paws making no sound on the dry ground. It became a phantom, a stalking shadow that melted into the landscape. It used every patch of cover, every dip in the terrain, to close the distance to its unsuspecting prey. Kayla was still focused on the path ahead, her senses strained, but the leopard was a master of stealth. It moved with a patience born of countless successful hunts, its body low to the ground, its tail twitching almost imperceptibly. The gap between hunter and hunted narrowed with each deliberate, silent step the leopard took across the savanna floor. The attack came with shocking speed. The leopard burst from its cover in a blur of spots and raw power, a low growl rumbling in its chest. Kayla reacted instantly, her maternal instincts screaming. She dropped her kit into the thickest part of a grass tussock and spun around to face the attacker, her own body shielding the hidden baby. Her fur bristled, and a ferocious snarl erupted from her throat, a sound far more intimidating than her small size would suggest. She bared her sharp teeth, transforming from a cautious mother into a defiant warrior, ready to defend her young at any cost. The leopard, momentarily surprised by the sheer audacity of its small opponent, paused its attack. It had expected fear and a desperate flight, not this immediate and furious confrontation. Kayla stood her ground, a small, unyielding force against a much larger predator. She lunged forward, snapping her powerful jaws, forcing the leopard to take a step back. The big cat circled her, looking for an opening, its tail lashing in frustration. Kayla mirrored its movements, never turning her back, her eyes locked on the enemy. The desperate standoff had begun. A dramatic struggle for survival played out under the hot African sun. Just as Kayla's energy began to wane, and the leopard prepared for another more decisive lunge, a new figure appeared on the scene. From a nearby cluster of rocks, another honey badger emerged. This was Boran, an older, battle-scarred male who had been foraging nearby. He had been drawn by the sounds of the struggle, the leopard's growls and Kayla's defiant snarls. Without a moment's hesitation, he charged into the fray. He was not a relative nor a mate, but he recognized the plight of one of his own kind facing an overwhelming threat. In the world of honey badgers, an attack on one is often seen as an attack on all. Boran did not approach with caution. He ran directly at the leopard, emitting a series of fierce, rattling growls. His approach was a whirlwind of aggression, a display of the legendary fearlessness that honey badgers are known for. The leopard, which had been solely focused on Kayla and the hidden kit, was completely blindsided by this new challenger. It turned its head just in time to see the second badger bearing down on it. The element of surprise was a powerful weapon, and Boran used it to its full advantage, disrupting the predator's concentration and shifting the dynamics of the confrontation in an instant. The leopard was now faced with not one, but two furious opponents. Kayla, seeing her unexpected reinforcement, felt a surge of renewed strength. She and Boran fell into a natural, unspoken teamwork. While Boran launched a direct assault, nipping at the leopard's hind legs, Kayla created a diversion, darting in and out from the side. The big cat was confused and overwhelmed, unable to focus on a single target. It swiped with its massive paws, but the badgers were too low, too fast, and too unpredictable. They were a coordinated storm of teeth and claws, a testament to the power of cooperation. The leopard, a solitary hunter accustomed to being the apex predator, was not prepared for this kind of organized resistance. It had come seeking an easy meal, but it found a battle it could not win without risking serious injury. A deep cut from a badger's claws could become infected and spell doom. After a few more frustrating moments of being harassed and bitten from two directions, the leopard made a calculated decision. The meal was not worth the fight. With a final, frustrated snarl, it turned and bounded away, disappearing back into the tall grass, leaving the two victorious honey badgers standing their ground. With the immediate danger gone, the savannah returned to its previous state of calm, but the air was thick with the lingering tension of the fight. Boran stood for a moment, watching the direction the leopard had fled, ensuring it was not circling back for another attempt. Kayla immediately rushed to the grass tussock where she had hidden her kit. She nudged the tiny bundle with her nose, checking it carefully. The newborn was safe and unharmed, blissfully unaware of the dramatic life-or-death battle that had just been fought for its sake. Relief washed over Kayla, a powerful emotion visible in her softened posture. She gave Boran a brief look, a silent acknowledgement that conveyed a world of gratitude. There was no elaborate ceremony, no extended interaction. In the wild, such moments are fleeting. Their shared purpose was complete. Boran gave a short, low grunt in response, and then turned to continue his own journey. His part in this small drama concluded. He was a wanderer, a solitary male, and his instincts now told him to move on. Kayla watched him go for a second before gently picking up her kit once more. Her own journey was not yet over. The safe burrow was still some distance away, and she could not afford to linger. As she resumed her trek, Kayla moved with a renewed sense of vigilance. The encounter had been a stark reminder of the ever-present dangers of her world, but it had also been a powerful display of her own strength and the surprising solidarity within her species. The ordeal had drained her, yet she walked with her head held high. She was a mother, a survivor, and a warrior who had faced down one of the Savanna's most formidable hunters, and won. Her small, precious cargo was safe, and that was the only victory that mattered. She was a living embodiment of the courage that defines her kind. Finally, as the sun began to dip toward the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Kayla arrived at the new burrow. She disappeared into the dark, welcoming earth, carrying her baby into the safety of their new home. This story is a powerful testament to the animal kingdom's incredible displays of bravery and protection. It highlights how even the smallest of creatures can possess the greatest courage, and how sometimes unexpected teamwork can overcome the most daunting of challenges. The honey badger, small but fearless, reminds us that the will to protect family is one of the most powerful forces in nature.